अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, वेलकम करता हूँ हनी अकेडमी यूट्यूब चैनल पर। आज की इस वीडियो में मैं आपको मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एंजाइम एक्शन के बारे में बताने वाला हूँ, जिसका नाम कैटालाइसिस भी बोला जाता है। सो वेलकम टू हनी अकेडमी। लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एंजाइम एक्शन। An enzyme is a three-dimensional globular protein that has special chemical composition due to its component amino acids and a specific shape. Every enzyme, by virtue of its specificity recognizes and reacts with a special chemical substance called substrate. Any enzyme therefore reacts only with its specific substrate and transforms it into product. It is then released unaltered and thus can be used again and again. In certain cases, enzymes act in a series of chemical reactions in a particular order to complete a metabolic pathway such as respiration or photosynthesis. The successive enzymes containing these reactions are normally present together in a precise order of reaction, such that substrate molecules can be literally handed on from one enzyme to another, forming an enzyme to enzyme chain. In this way, the products from one step in pathway are transferred to the enzyme catalyzing the next step. An enzyme and its substrate react with each other through a definite charge-bearing site of an enzyme called active site. The charge and shape of the active site is formed by some amino acids present in the polypeptide chain of the active site of the enzyme. These amino acids are brought closer and are arranged in a specific way by coiling and folding of the polypeptide chain within the globular symmetry of the enzyme. The active site of the enzyme is made up of two definite regions, the binding site and the catalytic site. The binding site helps the enzyme in the recognition and binding of a proper substrate to produce an ES complex. This reaction activates the catalytic site. Activated catalytic site catalyzes the transformation of the substrate into products. Thus, the enzyme after catalysis detaches itself from the products. An unchanged enzyme requires aqueous medium for its activity. Emil Fischer proposed a lock and key model to visualize substrate and enzyme interaction. According to it, this model, as one specific key can open only a specific lock. In the same manner, a specific enzyme can transform only one substrate into products. According to lock and key model, the active site is a rigid structure. There is no modification of flexibility in the active site before, during, or after the enzyme action, and it is used only as a template. Later studies did not support this model in all reactions. On the basis of new evidences, Koshland proposed its modified form. This is known as induced fit model. He argued that when a substrate combines with an enzyme, it induces changes in the enzyme structure. The change in structure enables the enzyme to perform its catalytic activity more effectively. Factors affecting the rate of enzyme action. The functional specificity of every enzyme is the consequence of its specific chemistry and configuration. Any factor that can alter the chemistry and shape of an enzyme can affect its rate of catalysis. Some of the important factors that can affect the rate of enzyme action are concentration of enzyme, concentration of substrate, temperature, and pH of the medium. Number one, enzyme concentration. The rate of reaction depends directly on the amount of enzyme present at a specific time at unlimited substrate concentration. If the amount of enzyme is increased by twofold, the reaction rate is doubled. By increasing the enzyme molecules, an increase in the number of active sites takes place. More active sites will convert the substrate molecules into products in the given period of time. After a certain limiting concentration, the rate of reaction will no longer depend upon this increase. Substrate concentration. At low concentration of the substrate, the reaction rate is directly proportional to the substrate available. तो ये थी वीडियो जिसमें मैंने आपको सबस्ट्रेट कंसंट्रेशन, एंजाइम कंसंट्रेशन, फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द रेट ऑफ एंजाइम एक्शन, और मेनली हमारा जो मेन टॉपिक था वो था मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एंजाइम एक्शन। सो वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो वीडियो को लाइक कर दें और मेरे चैनल हनी अकेडमी को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। अल्लाह हाफिज़।